Hi everyone, I am Zeiss, and on this channel I turn you into an RPG master. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure to smash the subscribe button and keep in touch. Now the Diablo 4 campfire chat today on June 21st. It was really great. Lots of great announcements, really big wins for the players, and they also published this thing right here. So we're gonna read through, comment on the most important things, see what to expect from the game in the future. Let's see. So the Diablo 4 PTR for Season 5 will start June 25th and it will last to July 2nd. Let's see. There's gonna be new quest line like there usually is for the seasons. We have to go to Hawazar in World Tier 3, so 1 and 2, basically 2, should be mostly hell tight as usual, since like it is this season. Okay, let's move on here. They also announced the Inferno Hordes. That's a new endgame system. And Inferno Hordes is an activity where you slay hordes while earning burning ether. Okay, it's like with waves, and at the end you pick a reward. When they announced it on the developer livestream, the campfire chat, it looked pretty good, and it has quite the rewards. So let's see here. Enter the realm of hatred by using an infernal compass. Hell compasses can be found by defeating endgame bosses, hell tides, nightmare dungeons, and whispers. So doesn't matter which, looks like. That's pretty good. Hell compass will be granted to you upon completing the newest eternal quest. That's good. Infernal Hordes. Okay, Inferno Hordes time limited waves lasting 90 seconds each. Collect burning ether during a wave to spend at the end of a successful internal run. Okay, sounds fair. And at the end of the 90 seconds, queue the remaining enemies and decide between 3 Inferno offers. Once selected, the next wave will begin. Okay. Successfully slay all waves in the tier you are attempting to advance to the Well of Hatred. Then battle the Fell Council. Upon defeating them, spend your burning ether on Spoils of Hell. Sounds pretty straightforward, and those are the Mephisto's Council, like they were in Travenco in Diablo 2. Let's see. Those are the spoils, looks like, and we can pick reward. That's pretty good. What I liked about this specifically, it will have crafting materials. Upon defeating each wave, hell will tempt you with an infernal offer. Aha, okay. The infernal offer gives you a choice of 3 different boons and banes that modify your run, and we can only select one. That's pretty good. Let's see. Hellfire rains upon you. At the end of each wave, spawn ether. Okay, that's solid. Upon defeating it, okay, select one. Example, elite damage increased, elite grant increased burning ether. Yeah, choose wisely. Infernal offers will stack across the duration of your Infernal Hordes run. Many can be active at the same time, so yeah, we definitely need to pick wisely. Especially on hardcore, right? Infernal offers are your chance to increase the difficulty in order to earn more burning ether, or select a more modest infernal offer if the intensity is too great. That sounds really good, actually. Okay, let's see. Earn burning ether by slaying ether fiends and ether lords, or by destroying soul spires and etheric masses. My only problem with these is if they leech. So they kinda wanna make us use this health per second thing, which I believe kinda sucks. Okay, Burning Ether. Well, let me tell you why I think it sucks. Well, not many skills here, right? And we are kind of forced to have some healing. My problem with this is the game is still not yet well balanced, and while many things don't do much or any damage to you, there are still many things in the game which can one-shot you. So I believe they need to do better work in balancing, so you don't have to constantly swap gear, modify your build too much for this and that content, and I believe this is still gonna be a thing. Burning Ether is earned individually regardless of playing solo or in a group. This lets you decide how to spend it at the end of your run. Okay, so there's no group advantage here, you have to actually contribute to the run. That's really good here, because otherwise people would just keep rotating those to get things fast. That's definitely very well. Spoils of Hell, let's see them, right? Requires 25 Burning Ether. Okay, so that's like the chests on the Hell Tide. It looks similar. But they say it's not final, might not look like this, but probably will. Okay, let's see. Successful run, you will use Burning Ether to unlock Spoils of Hell. There will be 4 different Spoils of Hell available on completing your Infernal Hordes run. Spoils of equipment, spoils of materials, spoils of gold, spoils of greater equipment. The spoil of hell guarantees an item with greater affix. Yeah, they told us about this on the campfire chat, and I think it's a really good idea. So getting those greater affix items might not be quite the long journey which it now is, right? Infernal Compass. Let's check it out. The Infernal Hordes Compass. Let's see an example here. Monster. So, Tier 3 monster level 100, wave cap 5. Bonus chest with the guaranteed greater affix drops that cost 250 ether. More legendary items, Oh, so those can stack. That's pretty good. More crafting materials. Okay. That sounds really good. There are 8 tiers of Infernal Compasses, which scale in difficulty and world tier. Each Infernal Compass tier increases the number of waves. Yep, they said they can be up to 10. Starting at 5 for tiers 1 to 3, increasing until a maximum of 10 waves with a tier 8 Infernal Compass. It will also increase the starting difficulty of monsters and increases the potency of your rewards while decreasing your number of revives. Well, we don't care about revives on hardcore, right? Abyssal Scrolls, okay, that's new, can be earned and used to upgrade your Infernal Compass by upgrading their tier. So if you find something with good affixes and you don't want to do like a low tier because it's too easy or something, that's pretty good, I think. My only problem with this is those are more things to hoard, right? To keep inventory space, right? Infernal Compasses will only drop at tiers 1 to 3. Abyssal Scrolls will be needed to increase their level to a max of tier 8. Okay, now it makes more sense. I don't think they mentioned that on the campfire chat. Infernal Compasses can be used at the following levels and world tiers. Tiers 1 available at world tier 3, so we can go straight to that. My only problem with this is that we'll be missing the glyph stones from Nightmare Dungeons, so Nightmare Dungeons are still gonna be a thing. Tier 2 available at world tier 4 includes bonus affixes which increase crafting materials and legendary and unique drop rates. Nice. Available at level 100 is tier 3, includes bonus affixes, includes spoil of greater equipment, with the one with the greater affix, which is guaranteed. That's pretty good. Okay, here's a Sork fighting the Fell Priests. If you manage to survive the internal hordes, a fell council awaits. The fell council awaits. Originally meant to protect us from the primeval Mephisto during the events in Diablo 2, these noble priests were corrupted and became champions of the very demon they swore to oppose. Yeah, that totally sounds like him. Which is what I suppose will happen with Nairel as well. She will probably become his vessel. We'll see. I don't think they refer to the stone, the soul stone. Anyway, let's move on here. There are 5 Hell Council members in total, each equipped with different unique abilities. Yeah, I think remember while watching the campfire chat, they had like different colors on their hand. That's probably the kind of damage they will deal, like purple for shadow, red for fire, so on and so forth. Every time you face the Fell Council, there will be 3 different members to fight you. Yeah, sounds like it. Each 3 will be selected to fight you at random. That's the thing. Be wary of their unique abilities in the various combinations you encounter them. Once you inflict enough damage to the Fell Council, the priests will become more frenzied in their attacks. Stay on your guard if you wish to live. Sounds really good. Upon defeating the Fell Council, you can spend your Burning Ether on the Spoils of Hell. Sounds like very fun activity to do in the end game. Really good. Really good. Okay, let's move on here. New weapons and items. I think they said there's gonna be a total of 50 new uniques and legendary powers total. So that's really good. Season 5 introduces new legendaries, uniques and items, right? These new legendaries and uniques can be earned by slaying enemies across Sanctuary, but have the best chance of appearing when playing the Infernal Hordes. Okay, that makes sense. So they can make us actually play it, right? Quality of life updates to endgame bosses and more. Wow. I really like the changes they announced during the campfire chat, but let's read through here for the full details. You no longer need to reset the dungeon to replay the same boss. That's insanely good. I have a small problem with this. We'll be missing out some gem fragments. Upon killing them, the summoning altar reappears and allows you to use more resources to play them again. That's really good. Maybe except for the tormented echoes, because we need to go to town after killing them anyway, because they drop almost full inventory of usually crap, but you get the idea, right? Summoning Varshan now only requires malignant hearts. Yeah, like I said during the campfire chat, I thought it will be that, the malignant hearts. Trembling hands, backhand femurs, and the heads, gurgling heads, have been removed from the game. Endgame bosses now drop additional gold instead of rare items, which is not so bad, right? Not so bad, but usually what I do with the rares is salvage them for veiled crystals, right? Salvage them for veiled crystals and sell the legendaries for gold. Especially if in the inventory there are no legendaries to salvage for upgrading the Codex of Power, right? If it makes sense, because legendary costs more gold, and we usually have all of the resources they provide when one salvages them, except the veiled crystals, because they are used in various things like crafting, tampering, also the re-rolling of affixes at the occultist, also imprinting, and so on and so forth. Right. Beast in the Ice, let's see. The Beast in the Ice boss now functions as a standard dungeon. You no longer have to craft a sigil to enter the fight. That's pretty good. Any leftover Beast in Ice sigils
held by previous seasonal realm or eternal characters can be used to summon Beast in the Ice instead of using summoning materials. That's okay. But they don't mention what kind of materials it will require and how to get them. Probably they will drop all over the place like on the other bosses, so that's why they didn't bother. The boss fight is now much closer to the entrance, so you no longer need to progress through the dungeon before the fight. So maybe they did it only to one boss, and especially to the least important boss, which drops the uniques which are least important for builds which are least important. Like for example the Necro Blood Lance, right? Okay, and maybe they wanted to test if we want an entire dungeon with a cliffstone in the boss ladder. Maybe that's what they wanted to test, and that's why they added it only on one boss. But maybe it was not really a great success, because nobody wanna run the entire dungeon then fight the boss like the regular nightmare dungeons, right? Sigil dust has been removed as a material cost to summon, but that's only for the Beast of Ice. Right, let's see the Hell Titan Whispers improvements. I remember they said we can get the full progression bar of the Whispers in one Hell Tide region, which is quite a big win. We've significantly reduced the time it takes to complete Whisper bounties, so we're probably not gonna have gold problems initially when the season starts anymore, right? We now made it so that there are always enough Whispers to earn 10 Grim Favors within a given Hell Tide. Should now take significantly less time to complete. Automatically, icons have been updated to be consistent with other Whispers. That's pretty good. Increasing your threat now consistently scales with the health of slain monsters. Okay, we are adjusting Baneful Heart drop rates as they were dropping too frequently to feel valuable. I don't think actually that's the case. Maybe this is only initially during the season, because when you first start the Hell Tide, when you start the season, you probably get more of these while doing the Hell Tide on the World Tier 2 and 3, right? Well, if you go to 3, you probably go straight to just a bit leveling and move to World Tier 4 anyway. But the thing is, I don't necessarily agree with this, especially because how do I put this? Sometimes you just wanna go kill the maiden and leave like 20 minutes to collect all the chests from the Hell Tide, with a few other twists, like leave some time to be able to kill the elites for the gem fragments, for the boss materials, things like that. Because if you leave like 10 minutes alone just to run from chest to chest, you might be missing out on stuff. And usually you can make more Baneful Hearts when collecting the chests at the end of the Hell Tide, but I hope they balanced it out well. I just don't necessarily agree with this. Probably people were just not utilizing them. Okay, let's see. Chance to get one from a... Oh, torture gift starts at 13% and increases each time you fail to get one. Once you're rewarded with a Baneful Heart, the chance resets to 10. Well, why does it start at 13? That's probably a typo here. Hellborn and the Hell Tide Assassin starts at 1% chance to drop a heart and also increases each time you fail to get one. It now resets to 2%. Oh, okay. Somewhat. I can somewhat agree. The Cult Demon's Whispers bounty now includes Fallen. Cult Fallen Whisper bounty now replaced with Cult Cultists. Okay, that's a really good change actually. Loot rewards. Resplendent Spark awards for defeating tormented bosses can now be earned separately on both hardcore and non-hardcore. I don't necessarily care about this because I don't play non-hardcore.
They could have said softcore, I guess. Resplendent sparks and scattered prisms will no longer be automatically picked up. Additionally, these items can now be found in the lost item stash if forgotten, then they drop. Aha, that's a good change here, because we might miss them. But why not automatically pick them up? We have to click more or tap buttons more. That's kind of weird. Okay. Unique and mythic unique, they mean the uber uniques items, can now be acquired through whisper caches. That's pretty good. The purveyor of curiosities, like gambling them, that's a really big win. And tortured gifts in Helltide. Remember, I think it was in season 2 when they bugged it and it was raining shakos. Oh, so yeah, those will be easy to get. Now we no longer need to just do the bosses to get those. That's pretty good, I think. The chance to find mythic unique through all non-boss drop locations has been increased. That's pretty good, because probably not many found those there. Treasure goblins, let's see how they improved them. The loot quality from treasure goblins have been improved. They can now drop 1 to 3 legendary items and 2 to 6 rare items. The higher the number of legendary drops, the lower the number of rare drops. Okay. The opposite is also true. For example given, if 2 legendary items drop, then 4 rares will drop in addition. Okay. Now drop 1-2 elixirs and are guaranteed to additionally drop common or herbs, leather and gem fragments. That's pretty good, because it's this and this, not or. That's really good. Increase the amount of gold that drops. Okay, really good. Examples: level 1 world tier 1 40k gold, level 100 in world tier 4 150 gold. Okay, that sounds really good. In world tiers 3 and 4, treasure goblins also drop forgotten souls. Like, we don't have problems with those anymore. I think I have tens of thousands, if not more. I don't know. Maybe the problem is in the veiled crystals, because we have to salvage rares to get them if we want to keep up the gold. Okay, additionally, they now have they have 10, 20 or 30% chance to drop 1 or 2 scattered prisms in world tiers 1, 2, 3 and 4 respectively. Okay. 1 and 2, 3, 4. It goes like this. Okay, weapons. I remember on the campfire they announced change of weapons. What I didn't like is that the lucky hit is now moved to the focus. That kinda sucks. We're now allowing more classes to use different weapon types. Yeah, but I wanna see barbarian with a shield or a necro with a staff, things like that. Like, what gives? Or necro with dual wands, why not? What's the problem? This includes updating innate affixes to be more useful across classes and adjusting their conditional requirements. For instance, sorcerers will now be able to use 100 swords and maces. Okay, let's see. Bow, vulnerable damage, dagger, close damage, that's the worst one. Lucky hit is moved to the offhand. Block and thorns, I believe they should give us block chance as an affix. That would be really useful. Minion damage is on sight. Finally. Overpowered damage is on mace, but can a necro use a mace? Because I didn't quite get that during the campfire chat. We'll see. Crit damage is still on sword. Dot damage is on axe. That's good. Staff is dot damage. Okay. Polearm is vulnerable damage. Interesting. Where did the wand go? The wand is vulnerable damage. That's not necessarily bad, but now we need to have lucky hit on the rings. That's a bit problematic. future accessibility items. Auto pin. This is a new feature that automatically drops a map pin on the destination of your selected quest or task from your in-game journal. That sounds really good. When a pin is dropped, your minimap shows the route to follow to get to the chosen destination. Wow, I think they do so much to not include an overlay map. This becomes the default when selecting quests and further enables additional navigation features. Sounds good. Oops, sorry. We definitely want to test this on the PTR. Auto navigation assistance. Okay. With this feature enabled, the player receives spatial audio pings that direct the player towards their placed pin on the open world map. That's good. Like maybe it's something similar to when some item drops and you hear the sound which is leading you to it, if you don't see it on the screen, right? This feature, in conjunction with auto-pin navigation, allows players to navigate through quest content while having their destination tracked through audio navigation. Really good. For best results, we recommend using headphones for the immersive sound. Yeah, really sounds really good. Players can adjust both the volume and the interval of the ping to find a level that meets their needs. Nice. Compass. The compass feature enables an on-screen HUD element that circles around the player and points towards their placed in-world pin. Yeah, so no overlay map, guys, for sure. Just forget about it. Players can change the color of the arrow to match their particular needs and ensure it is clearly visible while slaughtering the denizens of hell.Maybe it's something similar to the arrow when we do the world bosses. I don't know, we'll see. Sounds promising, but I have no idea why they wanna keep away from the overlay map. Probably because of the open world thing, I don't know. Okay. These features can be enabled by using your accessibility menu in the game settings, so we might not even use them if we don't want to. That's pretty good. Features offered for testing: campaign completion, mounts and skill points, fog of war, altar of Lilith, start bonuses. Okay. I think they mentioned they can also copy our characters. That's kind of weird, because those who play hardcore like me, why would I want to like risk my character there? It's gonna be copied though, so if it dies it's gonna be gone forever. I'm just gonna have to create a new one on the PTR realm, right? We'll see how that goes. As so many of the changes apply to the end game, the following features will be offered. Instantly boost your character to level 100. Upon entering the PTR and arriving at Zarbin Z, there will be an NPC named PTR Boost. They will only have one dialogue option, which is boost to level 100. Okay, upon boosting, you will receive all new legendaries, one unique for each class. Okay, finally, 1 million gold, 1000 oboes, 2 random sets of ancestral gear, Titan power 920. Why 920? Give us 925ers. Do we still have to farm those? Why? I hope it's a typo. Upgraded potions, fully unlocked paragon glyphs, up to 10 tempering manuals, class specific, base amount of all consumable materials. Nice. Does not include materials for resources specifically earned for masterworking. Scattered prisms and resplendent sparks. Oh, resplendent sparks. Nobody cares about this. But what about these, man? These. They should generally include them in the PTR. Why do we have to waste time farming them? That's just stupid.
Materials to enter the pit and nightmare dungeons are granted. Okay. Completed class system mechanic, enchantment for sorters, etc. Like golem for necro. So this boost can be repeated with new characters on the PTR, and you can trade between characters as needed. Yeah, waste your time instead of get to actually testing. They didn't learn from the last one. Fog of War will be completely cleared. Yeah, okay. Some things will be missing intentionally, so we can test the flows we want to watch. Yeah, I mean, if we get too much of those, right? It makes sense to some extent, but if we want to get straight to testing the things, we don't have to be earning scattered prisms, for example, for fuck's sake, right? How to provide feedback? Probably nothing different from what it was before. Diablo 4 PTR forums, yep. Escape key while in game, yeah, there's a button. Okay, how to install PTR? It's pretty straightforward, like on the client. Instead of picking the game, just select the different version from the drop down menu. Okay, and I guess that's it. And these are now the patch notes for patch 1.5.0. But I'm gonna reserve my right to do this in a separate video, so this one doesn't become too long. So let me know in the comments what you think about all this, and I'll see you on the next one for the patch 1.5.0. Take care.